Books presents an unabridged recording of Crispin at the Edge of the World by Avi, narrated by Ron Keith and directed by Jeff Barron.
England, A.D. 1377. The more I came to know of the world, the more I knew it not. Chapter 1. It was a June morning when Bear and I passed beyond Great Wexley's walls and left the crowded and treacherous city behind. The June sun was warm, the sky above as blue as my blessed lady's spotless robe. Our triumphant sense of liberty kept me giddy with joy. Hardly able to contain myself, I more than once cried out, "My name is Crispin," for all the world to hear. I carried Bear's sack, which contained little more than his music-making recorder and his fire-making tools, plus the few pennies we'd eked out with our music and dance. His juggler's double-pointed hat, replete with bells, was the glorious crown that capped my head. At first we sang, played music, and stepped lightly while thanking Jesus profusely for our deliverance. What more, I thought, could my newly found soul require? Yet, though our spirits were as high as any cloud-leaping lark, it became increasingly clear that while the dungeon from which I'd freed Bear had not broken his soul, it had greatly reduced his strength. Indeed, as the day waxed, he seemed to wane. More and more he leaned on me. Unshod feet had him limping. Though it was summer, his garment, no more than an old wool cloak, left him in need of warmth. By mid-morning, when our exuberance had all but ebbed, I said, "Bear, I think we need to find a place for you to rest and eat, and some decent clothing." "Easier to say," he replied, "than do." I held up our sack. "Bear," I said, "we have the quarter-penny to spare." He shook his great red-bearded head. "Crispin, we can't rest. Not yet." "Bear, we've won our liberty." "I'm afraid," he growled. "The most lethal of all sleep potions is success." "What does that mean?" "We've escaped. But don't doubt it, we'll be pursued. I'm as easy to find as a cardinal in a flock of ravens, and there are many now who would like to catch me." Bear had been a spy for John Ball's secret and illegal brotherhood, which sought to regain people's ancient liberties. It meant he had many enemies. I did too, for different reasons. Bear's words so reined in my good spirits that I looked about with apprehension. We were travelling on a deep-rutted, muddy track that ran as straight as any arrow. "Made by Caesar's great legions," Bear had told me. To one side lay thick forest, the other side was open, hilly land. Bear's warning made me wonder if those who wished us harm might crest the horizon at any time. True, we had passed many a plodding peasant and footsore pilgrim, with scallop badge over heart and staff in hand. There had been fat merchants aplenty too, on thin horses, likely heading to the fair at Great Wexley. Though I had spied no one who alarmed me, quite naturally they had gazed upon Bear. For God had made Bear a huge fellow with massive arms and legs and a great belly before all. His bald head was equally striking to behold, with great red beard, fuzzy eyebrows of the same hue, large nose and mouth, if small eyes. To see Bear was to know why he bore the name of Beast, and yet, most surely, he was a man.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.